Cam going to bring the Patriots up now, 1st and 10 at their own 24. They'll run with a former member of the Crimson Tide, Damian Harris. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Still 9 remaining on 2nd down. Newton. Open man is Kendrick Bourne. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Now a 1st down carry for Harris. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. At the 41-yard line. A shotgun snap for Newton. Looking deep downfield. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays, and you don't get many opportunities to dial them up, and they just did, and they dropped it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
Hunter Henry brings it in. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. On the give, this is Harris. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
So the 1st down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Newton now to throw. He'll get that out to the flat to White. That one good for 12 yards. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. And it's 3rd down. Yeah, boy, from up here, I don't think Johnson got there. No, he did not. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
I get the thought process. 3rd and short, give it to the fullback, let him bulldoze his way. But that means you're counting on your offensive line to win the line of scrimmage, aren't you?
Yeah, and there was just a mass of bodies there at the line. Looked like more defenders than offensive guys. Winds up losing yardage. And folks, kick is good. And that will tie us at 3-3. So matching field goals on our opening 2 drives.
Yeah, it feels like 2 boxers feeling each other out here in the early going of the game, right? Exchanging some jabs, but none of the heavy stuff just yet.
Each team with a possession, each team with a field goal as the kick is away.
This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime.
Need to get the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And not much doing. He'll get this only up to about the 36. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
You know, it's not just all athleticism from defensive linemen. Let's give them a little credit for their football intelligence as well. Read and react by them, understood the play call, and stacked it up and stuffed the run.
Rodgers' throw is taken in by Jones, and he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. To throw is Rodgers. And he'll let this go deep for Lazard. And he's got his man. Touchdown, Green Bay. It's Allen Lazard. Even later into his career now, there aren't too many guys that can launch it downfield with accuracy better than Aaron Rodgers.
And I'm telling you, nothing will light up a crowd more than a play like that. Here in the stadium, all eyes were on the receiver streaking downfield, and you know everyone was thinking, throw it, he's open. What a connection there for the touchdown.
And to put a bow on it, Next Gen Stats saying that traveled an even 66 yards in the air.
On is Mason Crosby for the point after. And it is up. And it's good. That'll make our score 10-3 now. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Johnson now returning. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go.
And with just under a minute to go, they might try to think about mounting a drive here if they can and get in the end zone. Could potentially tie this game up.
On 1st and 10, Newton. He's going to air one out.
And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Out of the gun, Newton. Pass incomplete. N'Keal Harry was the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Newton now to throw. The connection here with Nelson Aguilar.
And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Newton on first down. Completes it to Aguilar. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half.
First down, Patriots.
They'll run it here. This is James White. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Here's Newton. Escaping the pressure right. He's got it complete to Aguilar. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
And folks, kick is good. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break.
These two teams going through their final adjustments. It's about time for the second half in Green Bay. So for the call, we go back up to Lambeau and Brandon Gaudin.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Patriots trailing here, but they will have the football first as the third quarter is underway. Here comes Johnson on the return.
And he takes this near the 25, just a little pass there, call it the 26.
The Pats at the line, ready to go.
And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Again, it's Harris on second down.
And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Patriot first down.
The more football I watch, the more I want to check and see if teams are going to panic when they're down on the scoreboard. And this team has shown no signs of doing that. A lot of the time, they come out after the half. Things haven't worked so well in the first go-around. They want to throw the football like crazy. But the way to open up throwing the ball is to run it. And they've run it well here to start the second half.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Nelson Aguilar, the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down.
What we've seen so far in this game, they are not going to allow a big shot over the top. You can have whatever you want underneath. They'll give you that, but they're not going to let you beat them deep.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
From the gun, here's Newton. Got the connection here to Bourne. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. On first down, Newton. And he can't quite bring it in. Might have heard footsteps there across the middle. Second down.
But plain and simple, that's the second time today that he's dropped a pass.
And that one, I think, maybe even a little easier than the earlier one that he dropped. Surprising.
And was this game announced as a night game prior to it? Maybe his rhythm is just off. He's got thrown off. He's got to wake up, enjoy the sunshine, and go play.
And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Buying time to his left. And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the first. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down. They snap it to Newton. And caught by Henry. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 21 yards there. A big play on 4th down.
And that's a big pickup of a 1st down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
They hand this off to Harris. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
On 2nd and goal, Newton. And this is going to be intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And the return won't go anywhere. They'll be back deep in their own territory at the 2-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the 1st half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And they will not have time to get another play in here as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And he'll take this one up over the 20 to the 21-yard line. That's a gain of 4 here in the 4th quarter, with them leading by 4 on the scoreboard.
Coming up on a 2nd and 6.
They'll try the right side with Jones. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means it might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now. Here's J.K. Scott now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And running with power here. A well-hit ball there. 50 yards on the punt, 3 on the return. And the Patriots take over. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. He takes this from the 30 to the 34. That'll be a pickup of 4 as they work with his 4-point 4th quarter lead.
2nd and 6 at the 34-yard line.
Second and 6.
Here's Newton. It's caught by Aguilar. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 38. On the give, it's White. Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Playing against a 3-4 front is really challenging for offensive linemen because they can do so many different things. But when you're running the football, if you can handle the nose tackle up front, and then maybe a guard can slide up to the 2nd level and block a linebacker, that's when you have success running the football.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down the wire. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. The Packers bringing in an extra member of the secondary here to try for the 3rd down stop. They'll try to pick this up on the ground with White. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. Desperation time. Newton, 4th down. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. On the handoff, this is White. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now Newton. They'll roll him out right. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Ninth play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. Newton. He completes it to Henry. And they'll rally and stop him short of the 1st down at about the 6. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to 4th down.
I'm a little surprised right here. They've got 3 timeouts left. The clock's running down, and they aren't using them. Those timeouts do you no good at home. Use them now.
Down 4 late, gotta go for it here on 4th down. Cam to throw. flush to his right. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Isaac Yiadom in there to pick it. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. He's at the 30, 10, and into the end zone. It's a pick six and a Packer touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Returning it, Johnson. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. One last throw here for Newton. Steps away to his left. Gets this to Myers, and they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. So it's all over. Green Bay victory. It was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it's just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.